What's up, brownies? So after a simple trip to the grocery store caused a family to go viral in the worst way possible, it made me ask the question, when should we mute the messenger? Because even though her and her husband has been called everything but the trash heap from Fraggle Rock, this woman is continuing to post. And what she posted on Christmas was just way too much. So let me play the original clip first.
Y'all, I'm in Kroger. And you would not believe the audacity some people have. Me and my husband are in the shopping. My husband, the baby. Miss the baby, We in Kroger shopping. We on the aisle now. This woman is with another woman. And she's like, excuse me, sir. Can you reach this off the top shelf for me? We're short. I look at them. I look at him. He look at me. He said, boo. The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him and he was gonna move for them. The audacity. Ain't that right, boo? That done tickled my soul. If you are in the store, married or single, by yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf? Don't put that man in that weird situation, because my husband's like, he didn't flinch, he didn't move, he looked at me, and he like, boo. And we both knew what that boo meant. So, but have a good day.
And as they say, the rest is history, because, honey, that thing went viral. Over 1 million views on her original post. And then that's not even including all of the stitches and all of the reaction videos. And I'm going to show you all the comments from the original video. So for some of these, you're going to have to maybe pause to read. And in this first half of showing you the comments, I want to focus on who I really feel sorry for in all of this, which is the husband. Because many of you are going to say, hey, listen, anything that you post on the internet is fair game. You are adding other people into your business. If you don't want them to comment or react or have anything to say, then either don't post it at all or turn off the comments. She did neither one. Nor did she take the video down after she saw that her husband was, the way they got at him in the comments, it looked like a scene from Set It Off when Cleo went down. You hear me? I really thought that the slow music was going to come in at any time. Day after day. I really didn't know what was going to happen next. That's how bad they flamed this man. And then it just kept getting sadder, because to find out later on in subsequent videos, like, this is almost kind of like a date for y'all. They said that in the comments, though, that this was going to be the highlight of her life, but it really shouldn't be the downfall of his. What do y'all think? Do you think that he was fair game just because he was in the video? And also, I want to ask this. If you were a person whose significant other was trying to be a content creator and they put you in a video and that video got a lot of cyberbullying or negative backlash towards you, how much would they have to gain? How many new followers or subscribers, or how much money would they have to make off the video for you to be okay with it? I'm just curious about that. And by the way, I just want to point this out. Per her own words, which I will let you listen to here in a moment, she said she only had 75 subscribers or followers at the time. So tell me how you would react in the comments. So now I'm going to show you the other comments from that same original video, and I want you to listen to the audio of how she doubled and tripled down in subsequent videos after her husband caught all this flack, and how she completely missed the point.
If I had known that this was going to go viral, get the traction it has gotten, the only thing that I would change about that video is the word permission, because that wasn't the word that I would have used. That was the word that just came to me in the moment, and it was not a big deal. It is what it is, because he doesn't need my permission to help people. And to reference the point about, oh, those girls must have been prettier than her. Child, don't nobody want your man. Girl, stop, please. Nobody ever said anybody wanted my man. That never came from me. That never crossed my mind. And the reason it never crossed my mind is because we don't operate in insecurities because we're very secure in our marriage. It's funny how all the comments started just because my husband gave pause to acknowledge my presence when someone else asked him to do something for them. When he was already in the middle of it, being in the store with his wife and child shopping, already doing stuff for us. So if you are going to interrupt another couple's time, the least you can do is acknowledge the people that are there. And that's all I have to say. In addition to, I went from those 75 followers to over 400 now. Also, that happened. I guess it's time for unpopular opinion part 2. Well, as a woman, I do not go to another woman's home without her being present. Just out of respect for that woman in her home. If I'm talking to one of my friends and I got to drop something off and she's like, hey, I'm not there yet. If I go and drop that off, I'm dropping it off at the door. Most of the time I stay on the phone with my friend and I do not cross that threshold. Or I will sit in the car until she get there. If I plan on talking to her for a little bit, I will sit in the car until she get there and then I'll proceed to get out. Why would I go in there with her husband? That's not my place. Some people don't set the proper boundaries in their marriage, and I feel like that could come into play. It's not that you feel like somebody wants your man. It's not that you feel like anything is going to happen to your relationship. It's just the respect that I have for those around me, their relationships, and my own. I'm going to respect my man. I don't ever want to be in a place or in a position for someone to have anything to say about me and to carry back to anyone. Because I feel like if you eliminate those scenarios, there's no confusion within your marriage. Simple respect. That's all you have to do. If you carry out simple respect in your marriage, then everything will be okay. So, let's see what y'all got to say about this one.
And I just have to be honest, to hear her say that the only thing that she regrets or the only thing that she would change is using the word permission when all of that backlash hit her husband, it really does not sit right with me. I believe in creating a safe space for Black women, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be safe for Black men too. And then it was this. So for Christmas, this was the post. You are now doing a soft launch for merch, and you did so with the comments turned off. Now, sis, I believe in, protecting and uplifting Black women, but I don't believe in coddling anyone. And I want to ask you sincerely, who in the world is your target market for this? Did you read the comments? Nobody is supporting this. But are you hoping that the boos in Who-Ville, and we know exactly what that boo meant, do you think that they're going to be the ones buying this merch? Because where else would you wear that t-shirt other than a nonsensical, whimsical, completely made up place? I really can't go with you on this one. But I also don't think that some of these comments were warranted. And I'm going to be honest. I didn't even pick some of the worst ones. They got worse than this, if you can believe that. But let's have a more nuanced conversation. Do you think that if the husband and wife, if the couple looked different, if they were what we have been programmed to believe as being the standard of being conventionally attractive, do you think that she and her husband would have gotten as much smoke and as much backlash and as much people talking all the way off the point? I mean, y'all really went in. But I have to say, it seems like her pursuit in trying to go viral and trying to, get more followers is coming off as a bit more important than people's opinions or whether they agree with her or not, seeing as how in subsequent videos she continued to miss the point, to the point that people had to ask, about the people coming over to the house and waiting until the wife gets there. She's like, listen, how does one thing relate to the other? Did the woman follow y'all from Kroger and ask your husband to get something off the top shelf in the pantry? Like, some people were really trying to be helpful and show her that overall, baby, this just came off as controlling and insecure. And I want this to be a lesson to Black women. When you post your content, notice how nobody is wondering what your childhood traumas are and talking about what your attachment styles may be. There is no benefit of the doubt for your mental health. It's really just a whole bunch of insults. So listen, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.